No, actual skeleton. Yeah, I'm working on my. I don't know, something's wrong with the camera. Oh, what the hell? Why aren't you working? Trying to put the camera to work. Uh, how are you, burger? Okay, that wait a little bit. Not the best quality, but serviceable. Okay, nice. No, come on. And we're here. Me. So we have some people, but actual skeleton will. Who are you on VGG? Actual skeleton. Hey, oh yeah, Shay. Well, that was torture. What can we do to remedy that? Something fun. Something that uh can distract us from the rupture in time that we were stuck in. Uh, did any of you become a mega communist? Maga. No, how does he say it? Maga? Haas says like Maga skeleton, Maga communist. Uh, have any of you become a Maga communist or manga communist? That's actually better than a mag. Uh, I always said something like maga or something like a mega, but maga is such a weird way to say it. I, don't- I don't know. Where is Haas from, anyways? Like maybe that is. Oh, your burger has converted, so there's that. Ah, you'll change your position tomorrow. Did President Sunday convince anyone of anything? Like anything? Was there anything productive? Any point at all? No. There, there must have been something. Where is it? Setting everything up is annoying after not doing it for a while. Oh, hey, Fume is here. Ah, this sword have no sword. Oh, that's true. I have this really cool sword. I can show you the ones that I have. Uh, I just need to know again because I haven't streamed in a while. Which one? Uh, oh wait, the desktop one. Properties. That's the annoying thing when you haven't used it in a while. Not this thing. Which one? Camera, background, no. Oh, here we go. Yeah, this one. That's the thing with not streaming for a while. It just, uh, yeah, but I can show it's my grandfather's sword. Something like this, probably. Yeah, this is a representative. I'm sure. See? Oh, what the? Where is it? Oh, here we go. Yeah. See this one. Can maybe zoom in? It curves. I think the point was to just use sheer force to. Uh, I don't think it was like. I've actually never seen like how these curved swords are used in battle. Maybe we can find that. I know that you do dances with these. I've seen some of the dancing, but that's about it. Because we have like you know how Arabs dance, like the thing Trump was doing. But that for like actually for real. We can look at. Uh, oh look! Thank you YouTube for suggesting my own stream to me. I need to connect my headset to. Uh, Bluetooth's off. That's weird. Damn. I updated Windows 11. They should have an option. Oh, 1 second. Oh, okay. That it connected. That makes. Let's try to find something like Dark Souls. It's so you can do spin attacks. I wish in real life they had spin attacks. I can show you the dance. I don't know if the I can find any fun. If I hope there. I don't think anything Pakistani is dangerous. Balochi sword dance, Pashto sword dance, Balochi sword chop. I don't think anything's going to be copyrighted, but I don't know. I need to check if you can hear the voice too. I can't hear the voice. What the hell? How can you hear the voice if I can't hear the voice? The sound, I mean the music or whatever. Uh, uh, this is the annoying thing with. Oh, here we go. Okay, yeah, this one, and then OBS. This no, it's muted. So this one, let's see if it works. Uh, okay. What? What's with the bad quality? I guess this is the best they have. I think they'll get DMCA, but I need to. After this, I'll do the always on thing for my chat because I haven't done that yet. So I can't see chat right now when I'm on in full screen. But if when I do that, then I can see chat even on when it's full screen. Because I only have one screen right now. And streaming on my laptop, I don't have a second screen. But that's about what the swords are used for these days. Something like that. We need someone like Hunger Master to bring more people in because I'm not good at advertising. Oh, okay. The thing with more people is they can suggest more stuff too. So that becomes a better stream. Because I'm not a professional who plans stuff out. I don't stream daily or whatever. I think that's about enough. You get the point. I wonder what Haas does with his swords. Yeah. I mean, they did say dangerous. I see dangerous Balochi sword dance. I need to set that up. Where is it? Always on top. Does I don't think it shows up. Damn it, I have to go to my folder and find it. At least the 4 or 5 hours of pain are over. For now. One's this thing, the other is. No, not this, not this. Yeah, peek through. What were the hotkeys? Was it oh, work? I don't think he's ever touched this. I mean, most people, I guess, don't touch their swords. uh, they're ornaments, right? Except for like those channels, the ones where they're like teaching stuff and everything. Okay, this worked. And then Control W. Oh no, not this one. This one, Control W. And now I can relegate chat to the side. So, wait, oh no, I don't want to see this. What do we look at? Is there any like fighting thing? Maybe. I think. Wait, maybe it's this thing with the settings. Peek through. Transparency options. Okay, now what the hell? Why is this not working? Okay. How are you, Burger? Just trying to set the stupid chat up. Okay. Why this so hard? Oh, this is not what I was looking. Sword fighting. Oh, this is all of it's just a dance thing. None of it is the actual sword fighting thing. None of this is working. Can I finally click this? I might need to close this and then maybe it works. It's stuck. You're trying to process the debate. Trying to process why this stupid thing doesn't work. I'll try again. My feed wasn't working properly. Okay, about here maybe. Thin this a bit. Stretch this up a bit, maybe like this. How are you, Fume? And Shmi. Yeah, I think we said. What to watch? Why do I end up here all this? Whatever. Pause this. What's happening? Whatever. You're sleeping soon. It is. Your headache still here? Damn. We try to get some more people if they want to come. Good night. Thanks. Uh, this thing doesn't work properly for some reason. Um, Okay, now I think it works. What to do with the stream? What can we watch? I had some stuff. Where is it? No, not watch later. Show more. Is there anything good in here? No, this guy's an idiot. This guy was an idiot too. What was the? There must be something like. Who was the guy that? Um, that weird. Jen? No, what was it? The weird. If you're a dating guy that watched, whatever, watched. Who was here? Um, there must be something fun to watch. Food stuff. Maybe we can watch one of these. Is it called The Cut or what's the other one? Um, The Button. Do you wanna watch The Button? The cringiest show you can find. Eliminate yourself from a bad date. All over this button. Yes. Okay, sure. Just let me make sure the. What? No, Crash Anarchy. No? You don't want to watch it? This stupid little show. Oh, hey, yo, not A, no. Hey, Crash Anarchy, how are you? We're gonna watch. No audio? Audio should be coming through. Let me go back. Check. Uh-huh. It was saying there was audio. That's weird. Can you not get the audio? Is the audio coming through? Or no? 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 That's weird. My OBS is showing audio. Shut up. That's weird. That's weird. Properties. Default. Okay. Settings. Let's try this.
And farmhands to go on blind
What
dates
about
with
now?
single people from the city. Will there be a match? Let's find out.
Is it?
I'm Erin.
Hey, I'm Andrew.
Nice to meet you.
So what do you do?
I'm currently the assistant studio manager of a gym.
Is there an
What about
audio
you?
now?
I work on a farm.
That's cool.
I work on a cattle ranch.
Are they like pets?
You don't want to get
Oh,
close
okay,
to
that's
them.
good.
You know what I'm saying?
I see.
Yeah, because they don't stay.
Oh my god. What do you think like a city person like main thing they would hate?
Waking up like really early,
How early?
like whenever it like gets bright outside.
Do you find farmers sexy? People that work the
Because I
land?
hate the voice of the stupid button.
How
It's
much
really
do you
annoying.
date?
My life kind of switches up a lot, and I don't want to get tied in one spot to one thing. Also, I feel like it kind of slows me down.
That was very gentle.
Oh,
Why did you pass?
I feel like I may be able to connect a little bit better with somebody else.
That's crazy. That's so crazy. Well, it was nice meeting you.
All right, it's nice meeting you.
Bye.
Bye.
This wasn't
Hey,
the
how's it
weirdest
going?
one though.
Nice to meet you.
Hi, I'm Andrew.
Yeah, I do want to.
Andrew.
But this
okay,
one wasn't the
so
worst.
you're a farmer.
Yeah.
Do you eat beef?
I don't. Do you kill your livestock?
Yeah.
Okay.
Fun fact about Andrew, he had wolves growing up.
A wolf?
Yeah, like a
He
pet
had
wolf,
wolves growing
like he was
up.
in the house and everything.
Okay.
Let's
This
hear
guy-
that's how.
I don't know if this is mean, but this guy looks like he's about to do a crime. The button is very rude, but this guy looks like he's about to do something. I don't trust his eyes.
My best how?
3, 2, 1.
Ooh.
Ask him if he howls during sex.
Why? Shut up! Shut up,
Just
button.
answer. Just
No, I don't.
Shut up, button.
Is there
Shut up,
something
button.
romantic about living on a farm?
I am preconditioned to think that rural living is kind of masculine. I can see it being more attractive. Thanks.
Just not really my type.
Yeah. Thanks.
Yeah.
He was
Sorry.
looking for a victim.
Andrew.
I'm definitely more of like a friend, but not like, you know,
No, I don't know.
not like a intimate friend. Hey, how's it going?
Good, how are you?
My name's Andrew.
Amalia.
They're really slow. Otherwise, they're really
How old are you?
fast.
21.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, so no one was
I am
preemptively
a
question.
waitress.
So you can get big tips.
Ooh, he's getting into money right away.
I know, he's like, I gotta know. When I think about a farmer, I think about overalls and he has no like shirt underneath.
But she's just
He's got shit to
21.
do.
How's that?
I have shit to do. I don't wear overalls. I usually wear a shirt. Gotta get a little bit of tan
Is this where the time cubes are?
Maybe take off your shirt while you're working. Why'd you reject me?
What are you
There, see,
doing?
usually it's like that. Usually that's
the
quick. It's
nerves.
that quick. This is
Masra.
I'm all
where
in.
we've entered a different rupture in time zero orbitals. Zero
Mixed
orbitals.
vegetables.
What's the sexiest vegetable?
Baby mustard
Why are
greens.
there farmers?
A variety I like called ruby streaks.
Fun
What's with
fact,
this vegetables?
Asra grew up raising pigs.
Pigs?
Have you ever killed anything for your food?
I have not.
Eaten it? No?
I only eat chicken. Which, okay, I know. Everyone shut up. It's fine. But like, not pigs and cows.
Pigs and cows.
Yeah.
Have you been buzzing people out here?
Well, one slaughtered pigs. Do you
Not
slaughter
your vibe.
pigs?
I'm a veggie farmer,
That's not a,
but I don't think I'm opposed.
Ask her if she finds farmers sexy.
You find farmers sexy?
shut up
Okay,
button.
so I guess, yeah. They're just like hard men
Sure.
out working, using their hands.
Yeah.
Ask him what's the best vegetable for your libido.
Oh, shut
Tell
up
me, what's the
button.
best one for your libido?
Eggplant? Who knows?
Have you ever wanted to escape the city life?
I would not like be mad if I ended up on a farm somewhere
Sure.
with like all these like little animals, but I wouldn't want to kill them. I
Got
want to
it.
raise them.
So you need me to come kill the chicken for you?
Probably.
Got it.
Yeah.
Would you watch it? Sorry.
Wow, that was
I like this.
aggressive.
I know. Get her
I just
out.
want to meet other people. I'm sorry. You're really great though. It's
I know. Thank you.
great to meet you.
I didn't meet you too.
I don't think I've ever sweat
I
so
mean,
much in
you-
such a short period of time.
It's just normal.
This guy looks like Jared Leto. If Jared Leto, I don't know. Doesn't he look like Jared Leto?
How you doing?
Nice to meet you,
Yeah,
Karen.
you too.
Speaking of Jared Leto, he has a weird cult, right? Major.
Karen, Daniel.
Nice to meet you.
Good to meet you.
Karen, Daniel,
Yes.
farms
But her
vegetables.
name is
What kind
Karen,
of veggies do you
unfortunately.
farm?
Currently, microgreens. I don't think they're. You know,
Okay,
the,
okay,
the-
am I-
yeah. Do it, yeah. I'll see you later.
Yep.
She was really
Microgreens,
uncomfortable.
That's not real farming.
Ooh, shade.
Hi, I'm Karen.
I'm Olivia. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Well, they call me Sam.
Okay.
You know?
Sav.
Sav, do people ever question if you're
Karen
a farmer?
Asians are fine. I don't know. Is this her like actual name or is this her Western name? Burger. The button is a creep. That's why the production staff in the back are creeps.
Yeah. Because of how I look, how I dress, you know, I don't wear them tight ass jeans.
I think you could rock cowboy boots.
My boots ain't cowboy boots, but they're pretty. Ooh. They're killing the game.
What kind of veggies do you farm?
Everything.
Okay.
Collard greens,
Why are there
kale,
veggie farmers?
tomatoes,
Yeah.
squash.
Sav
Oh,
likes
that's right.
goofy women.
Farmers.
Yeah,
want to
I like
buy-
funny
okay,
women,
that's
you know,
right.
somebody that can make me laugh.
Like, yeah,
I didn't pay attention.
Like,
Not my type.
okay, well, thank you so much. It's
Thank
nice
you.
meeting you.
It was great to meet you, Karen. Next. How you doing?
Good. How you doing?
I'm doing good.
This jacket is fresh.
Thank you, thank you. You're welcome. Okay.
Do you find each other sexy?
So,
Do you think I can handle farming?
the truth,
This is so-
I feel like you would
this
get
show
it,
is so
but
stupid.
you would probably complain about your back hurting
Why would my back hurt?
because you're bending over. When you weave,
So you're like in there.
are you lazy?
Am I lazy?
Yeah,
Just ask me if I was
What
lazy.
the-
yeah.
What the
I'm
hell
gonna let
was
the next
that?
person go up. Maybe you might click. You ain't ugly. You feel me?
Thanks. It was nice to meet you, Sav.
Keelan?
Can you repeat that?
Keelan.
Wait, why did
Keelan.
she leave?
It's nice to meet you. My name's Sam. What kind of farming do you do?
Last year we had broccoli, garlic, peppers, pumpkins.
I like Brussels sprouts. Is it important that you date someone that grows your own food?
Not too important.
What is a stereotypical farmer?
I don't know, E-I-E-I-O, Ronald McDonald.
Old MacDonald
Yeah.
had a
Yeah,
farm.
that's not how it is. You know, you can look any type of way and be a farmer.
Do you find each other sexy?
Yeah, I think you're attractive.
I think Samantha's cute too. Yeah, I'm sorry. Like, button, don't be messy.
Don't use cute.
The button is so.
Why the hell did you press the button?
Just honestly, I'm here on the button. I want to see what's next. Like,
Yeah.
I think you're pretty cool actually. I didn't expect to meet
Yeah.
a cool person right away.
Yeah. It was fun to meet you.
Yep.
Thank you.
Have a good day.
So why did you reject her?
Hi, how are you?
Good, I'm Keelan.
I'm Nicole. Nice to meet you.
Nicole. Are you a city girl?
I am a city girl. Are you a farmer?
Yes, I am a farmer.
What do you farm?
Broccoli, carrots, peppers.
How does broccoli grow?
Kind of grows like everything else. Like it just grows like straight up broccoli.
How?
Like, yeah, so it has this leaf, and then the stalk starts to broccoli. So it has the flowers kind of, but they look like leaves.
Fun fact about Nicole, her dad has a farm in Indiana, and she's always wanted to retire and live on a farm.
That's true.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, my dad has
It's
cattle.
finally a normal
Have
thing.
you ever slaughtered an animal with your bare hands?
No.
I was thinking about moving to Montana or somewhere.
I'm sorry. Just not
This
my
show is
type.
just made to for.
What's your type?
Just not this.
Okay.
It looks like we're not gonna have any matches today. Hopefully on Farmer Wants a Wife, they actually find true love.
No.
Well, this wasn't the worst episode. This is one of like
Small town
weird,
farmers
really weird
and
ones.
big city women
I'm moving in.
search for love in the heartland.
It's really hit me in the heart like this is real.
If Yellowstone and The Bachelor
Don't
had a
need-
baby, it
forget
would
about
be
Super Dad.
Farmer One.
Shut up. Farmer Wants a Wife. Tucker Carlson did hate Trump and did call him demonic, but we're not gonna watch that video. They're like the stuff keeps coming out about Tucker Carlson and how he how much he hated Trump and how much he was like, why are we stuck with this guy? And he didn't buy anything. Jubilee, sure. Let's see if there's anything like middle ground, maybe. Five or this guy, five British versus. Do you wanna watch how all high schoolers think the same, or five British people versus one fake? Six black men versus one secret white guy. Okay, I'm gonna watch this. Oh no, sorry.
I'm black.
I'm black.
I'm black.
I'm black.
I'm black.
I'm black.
I'm white.
I just want to see what the car wreck is.
Now, one quick question I gotta ask: are there any other like Africans or anybody with like any like Afrocentric ethnicities?
My dad has Nigerian in him.
What tribe? Do you know what tribe?
Actually, I don't, but my mom's Ashkenazi Russian Jew, and then my dad's literally like a mutt. He got Nigerian all the way from Asian to.
Mutt?
he's literally
Really?
mixed with
Who says
everything.
mutt?
Okay, for sure, for sure. Anyone else?
Nope, just black.
Yeah, I got nicknames.
Well, Rosebud is actually my street name. My real name's Riley.
My name is Fitzgerald. That's like the full first name, but then Fitz is
Fitzgerald?
like, people call me by.
They do Fitzy.
Yeah,
Who named
sometimes they do
Fitzgerald?
Fitzy. Sometimes they be doing Fitzy.
I think my strategy was to kind of just be black.
I'm not gonna lie, when you said fits, I thought it was because you had tough fits on, you know what I mean?
That too.
You can't even see him. What you talking about?
Is he gonna do the black voice?
I mean,
The
if you
white
could
guy?
see, you'd probably be able to tell that I got a tough fit on.
The white guy is so silent.
Can we all say what we wearing and everything? I got a skeleton all red, varsity jacket, cargo
Bro, you
pants
know
on the
what's
side.
crazy?
What's up?
We matching right
I
now.
just wanna
I'm
see
not
the
wearing
white
the
guy
skeleton
speak.
fit, but I got like red.
You got Air Forces on?
I got Air Forces on.
No, you crazy. You from
I
the
wish I
East?
could dap you up right now. I wish I could dap you up right now. But
Wait, what type forces y'all got on?
So I got the Air Force ones with like the little black stripe.
How do they not
okay,
know?
yeah,
Look
half,
at that.
half black, half white. You
Oh, I see where you're going with
You
that.
said I did
You
it.
said half black, half white.
Half black, half white. You feel me?
No cap, I used to wear some Pumas that were half black and half white because of that my whole life.
My strategy for today was to figure out who's safe rather than figure out who's the mole right off the bat. Who's one of the brothers? You feel me?
Who here knows what the smell of a hot
Isn't
comb
this
on
easy?
a head?
The white guy can just shut up.
It stink real bad.
What are some prominent songs that you're gonna hear at a family reunion?
Oh, they played a lot of blues. Marvin Seas, Bobby Blue Bland. Then when they got drunker, it was Tupac and
Oh, look, that shit got
Oh, that guy's voice
His
doesn't
vocal
say-
inflections, like it kind of made me think of Straight Outta Compton, the movie. Maybe it felt too black.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh,
For a
the-
second.
Yeah, I grew up on classic rock from my mom's side, and then I grew up on Motown from my dad's
He's
side.
doing
so
it.
anytime, summer
He is
vacation in
it.
the backyard with my nana, she'd be playing all Motown.
Somehow he's
my
doing
pop-up
it.
and nana be dancing, slow dancing to it,
Yo.
telling them, sit your ass down.
Oh, they're numbering. It's the numbering scheme thing. A lot of people are voting 5. Who's 5?
Everyone has one person that's suspicious of them.
So we know where, basically.
Oh, really?
All right. So I'm
That's
gonna start
weird.
off with a theme song. You finish it. We're brothers.
We're happy and we're singing and we're colored. Give me a high five.
Okay, I like that.
Me growing up
Stay
half
quiet.
black, half white, there's certain songs that they sing that I honestly didn't know word by word what to say.
In the movie ATL, Rashad was running his daddy's house since what age?
What? No one knows.
It's a famous line, y'all. You gotta know that.
I ain't gonna cap, I didn't even know the answer to that one.
Mm.
Shit.
No
Complete the song.
one knew that.
That boy got
Stretch pants.
Boy got
Stretch pants.
What is that?
I got one.
Anybody know what it is when you say you put your foot in something?
To cook it real good.
Me and your mama whipping it up.
That food is snacking.
I was listening so intently on voices because you ever been on the phone with like
Oh, my
telemarketer, you can
goodness.
tell it's a black person on the other side, so you throw out little hints, you know, while you're talking, and like, oh yeah, we cool. I was trying to catch that.
Call and response. Won't he do it?
He's just sitting there like a scared little
Who said that?
baby.
Brevin.
Jay.
I'm suspicious of everybody else over here.
Now, all black people don't go to church now.
But they notice.
This is true. What flavor of Kool-Aid was y'all favorite growing up?
Red.
Red.
I like grape.
You mean purple?
Yeah, that's kind of suspicious.
That's low sus right there. You said great.
Because where I'm from, we
Why
go
does
by
it
colors.
matter?
We don't go by that. What you just said.
Wait, hold up. Why is that crazy? Because grape and purple are
Why is
exactly
that
the same
crazy?
I
thing.
mean, we used to call Welch's grape soda.
I don't know. It's just where I'm from. We go by colors. We go by colors.
Grape Kool-Aid, not purple. Red flag.
He was trying to come at me about the grape, but honestly, that I grew up with a bunch of friends and we all called it that in Harlem.
How you make your Kool-Aid?
You pour the sugar to the ancestors, say stop.
It's kind of funny being
In the
there.
summers,
Look at
it
that
was
guy.
either
Look at
if
that
you
guy.
outside
They should focus
or
on
inside.
the
You had
guy.
to pick, right?
Just
like,
the one camera that's always
running
focusing on
up
the
inside your house, you
on
know?
the
So
white guy.
y'all feel that? Or?
Yeah, don't let that good air out.
That's the
When
point
it
of
comes
the
to
video.
black women from the 90s, who do you think of off of it?
Nia Long.
I'm gonna say Halle Berry.
Damn.
I'm gonna say shit, what's her name? She was a rapper. Wow, what's her name? Rhapsody.
Jada Pinkett.
Yeah, that's
or
my
the
point.
sister from.
Wait, you can't take two, dog.
But I think, wait,
Somebody gotta
do
help me out
they
with this
remember
shot
the
from,
voices?
like, Black Panther. Who
I
was the
don't know.
queen? You
I
feel
guess
me?
it depends.
Yeah, I know her name, but you gotta know
Angela
her name.
Bassett.
There you
Angela
go.
Bassett.
All
There we
right.
go. There we go.
I think a Whitley from a different world. I can't remember her name. Old girl from a different world.
Growing up watching my sisters, Raven Simone, Tyra Banks from that runway show. Is that 90s?
Tyra's from the 90s.
I was sitting back watching them being like, sheesh. You know what I'm saying?
They're doing the numbering thing. 5, 5, 5. Everyone's voting 5. Oh wait, how does that work? I don't know how they're voting.
My homeboy I was matching with is gone now, bro. What?
When it comes
Poor guy,
to
because he was half black,
being
because of the
black
grape
man,
thing. Poor guy.
microaggressions, let's talk about it.
I got you right here, man. I
Oh,
went to
no.
a PWI.
Oh, no,
man,
no,
I've been
no,
chilling
no,
in the
no.
corner. There's only 5% of us, but somehow they find a way to take a picture of you for the dang
diversity.
for the diversity, right? I'm like, they only 5%. I gotta give them credit though, cause like finding us is gonna be a little bit tough, but like they found a way regardless.
I ain't even gonna lie, Loke. I'm real lost. We from the
Oh, my
streets. I ain't
goodness.
even get that far, like college and shit like that.
Hey, we all got a different journey. That's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like the low key racist thing.
Yeah.
Like, not like
You're so well spoken. Wow. Why wouldn't I be? I'm a grown
you're a
man.
black guy. You're so well spoken.
Yeah.
You peep game, you walk down the street, right? And a white folks see you, the first thing they do when they see you or acknowledge you, they
goodness.
fold their lips, like, and nod their head down, make that weird
Or they
face,
give you
you know what I
hella
mean?
space on the sidewalk or even step in the street.
Or
Yo.
clutch
Oh my
their
goodness.
bag.
Clutch the purse.
Microaggressions.
Clutch the
like,
bag. Or
Take the next elevator.
yes. All of that. All of that.
hella room in the elevator, too.
Stare at you like you
White
ain't supposed to
people
be
are
here.
really funny.
What was one of y'all favorite movies growing up? You
Look
feel
at
me?
that
Like
guy, the
Loving
poor guy.
Basketball, Don't Be a Menace. I mean, what did y'all watch?
I like New Jack City. Like,
That was all right. You from New York,
yeah,
though.
He
dude, so you already know.
about
Like, I am my brother's keeper, and that's some real shit, so.
I'll tell you what, man. I watched the first Power Rangers movie like twice a day for like the first 4 years after it came out, man.
Power Rangers?
Yeah.
Power Rangers. What season? What season?
Oh, Mighty Morphin.
Mighty Morphin. Facts.
Power Rangers hard. It is. I watch anime too. I'm not
Oh wait,
gonna
you
lie.
watch anime?
I do.
Of course, the
like?
I mean,
Dragon Ball Z for sure.
everyone watches
Oh,
anime
y'all
stuff.
Naruto, come on.
Everyone watches
Don't
Power
laugh at
Rangers
me,
too.
but I love the Disney Channel originals. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, no, them was good.
Hey, let's watch a Disney channel. Boy.
Y'all know about that Static Shock though. Come on.
I was literally just about to say.
Nah, I'm saying superhero,
Static Shock.
I met his voice actor, bro.
You did?
Philip, my dude is cold, dope,
Static
bro.
Shock
He
is not
voices
Zoomer
every
stuff.
single black,
Static
every single
Shock
black,
is-
everything.
And Samurai Jack.
Oh,
He's
well,
got
yeah,
range,
right?
bro. He's
Yeah.
got range.
All right, I got a
Early
question because
2000s.
I feel
I
like
don't
we just
remember.
gonna be
It was
like
really
gonna
good
be
when I
vibing,
was.
man.
too much, yeah, right?
Static
Shock like
Shock and
this.
like
Even
Green
if you
Lantern.
white, we gotta tap in for real.
Hey, you have to.
Yeah, you be like.
But okay, so
Why does that bother you?
you didn't even have to point that out, bro. Okay, so
Smart
in
House? I
regards
don't
to
know
dating
Smart
and
House.
whatnot, my first girlfriend, she ended up being a Russian girl, and my dad was he always used to throw hints like, "Hey, man,
We're just talking, and he's like,
you know,
like a
she's
scared
nice
little
and all that
kid.
stuff," and like he would never say it, but I knew like the upbringing he had, he dealt with a lot of racism stuff, so he kind of had like a hesitance for like those type of relationships. Did your parents or family members like say, "Hey, like"?
I mean, my mother was from Shreveport, so, she used to be on that. And she was older when she had me. She was already, like, in her late 50s, so
Okay.
she wasn't playing with none of that, really.
I don't think my parents ever they just want me to love who I love, but at the
Why
same
did you
time,
speak
I think
at
there's
that
always an
point?
underlying, like, we would love for it to be a black woman, you know what I mean?
Yeah, it
Well,
was
maybe
actually
he's
the same for me.
adopted.
They never said don't bring a white.
That would be an actual twist. Oh, Disney Channel. I think he was talking about the shows like Recess and stuff. Maybe the movies as well. I don't know. There was Kim Possible in the shows, and like That's So Raven, Hannah Montana. I know those shows. In the movies, wasn't there like this movie where there's like the princess relocation program, princess protection program, where they were like hiding princesses in like normal high schools in the US for some reason. Yeah. but I think maybe the twist is that he was adopted or something. He's a white guy, but he's adopted. That could be a good twist. Like he's talking about his mother, but that's his adopted mother or something.
Girl home or anything like that, but I definitely know how it will make them feel if I was to bring home a sister for sure. Like, oh shoot, like you're with somebody who understands you,
Right.
who can understand what you go through in life as a black man on the day-to-day basis, from the microaggressions to the ridiculous racism in your face.
My people were cool, whatever. Like, I'm cool, whatever, too. But, like, I appreciate a sister, like, because she understands me and I don't have to explain myself.
How are they voting? I have no clue. Like, what's the indication? What does that even mean?
We have a tie between Rob and Brevin.
Y'all hit
Which
that
one's
side
Brevin?
relief.
Which one's Rob?
Okay, I'm Brevin. I'm from Louisville, Kentucky, like I said. I didn't have a traditional upbringing as far as dating a lot of different people because I am a queer black man, but it took me a long time to get there. But as far as home life, I had 2 parents, 2 older brothers, a little sister, super close. Yeah, this is hard. I don't know. I'm black, y'all. I'm black.
My name Robert. I go by Rob. I'm from South Central LA. We bounced all around. It was just me and my mother, 3 sisters and 2 brothers. I've been in and out the streets, not too much school, and that's pretty much it.
I mean,
When
I
it
still don't
came
get what the
to Brevin, it seemed like he was privileged, and I relate more to struggle. Hearing some of the things he was saying, it kind of made me think and second guess.
In my brain,
Oh,
I was
no.
like, this is probably just
Oh,
one of those
no.
cases where he could be
Oh,
white
no,
and he's just
no,
a
no,
product
no.
of his environment.
Brevin, you can't vote.
Hey, I appreciate the tribe.
Wait, what are you confused about? They're voting for the more privileged guy, and by more privileged I mean the one who looked like he was middle class.
Bro.
It looks like we are tied again.
What?
I voted for Rob just because I think I heard everyone else speak a little bit more.
I also
That's
voted
true.
Rob. First of all, I'm just gonna say that the environment he grew up in, you know what I'm saying? I think that you know, that's just a case where he could like relate to a lot of like black people's struggles, you feel me? But he might
That's
not be like black in and of himself.
I voted for Brevin to get out. Not because Brevin necessarily said anything bad, but it was more so because of when Rob was talking. I felt like I was listening to one of my cousins talk. And he definitely sounds like he's from South Central for sure. Not a whole lot of white people down there. So I'm gonna say
They've got a pretty good
Rob
guy
Black,
to
that's it.
represent.
I know that's a fact. Rob Black, he sound like people from my way. So he, no offense to you, Brendan, but you gotta
Poor
kick
Brevin.
rocks.
I hear Brevin's voice too though. Like,
You ever
that's the
watch
thing.
Atlanta?
I heard him both.
I
but-
hear it for sure.
But Rob, like, I feel like I could say certain things to Rob and he
Yeah.
pick up on it quick. If I say certain things to the other, it's like, is you gonna really relate or?
Poor Brevin.
Yeah.
Poor
You know,
Brevin.
I
No
think
disrespect.
What
but
does hit and lick mean?
I think it tie again. Oh no! I don't know. Get the voting, but poor Brevin.
Rob sound like
He
he
could
know
have
big
just
catfish.
been eliminated, but he had
I'm
to
not
go
sure why I
through
got
all of
voted
that.
out. I feel that a lot of times I've felt that I'm too white for the black people and too black for the white people. But it's okay, it's all good.
Think the
Oh,
mole
no,
is still in
poor
the box
man.
and you want to continue playing the game, raise your hand.
Oh no, they lost.
No, stop. What are you
Why?
doing?
Why?
What
Why?
are you doing?
What?
Are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing?
I knew I wasn't
That
gonna
was
get
stupid.
eliminated.
Why is that?
I don't know. I just came in like I was gonna win. Really, I already said I was gonna win. So.
Anybody else got a question? All right, so let's make things a little bit spicy, you feel me? What's like one critique and or what's one thing that you think like black people could be like doing better in? Or like a hot take about like black people and
Maybe, I don't know.
our community and stuff like that.
Since the beginning of the U.S., with the obvious mistreatment of black people, a lot of information pertaining to being able to further us as a people has been withheld from us. And more so recently, the information has been normalized to be pushed out, and this generation is really doing a lot to make sure that
I
we are as
think they're
gained up as
gonna.
possible with all the tax information.
They might
with all
have
that stuff,
wanted
so
a
we can no
different
longer
round,
have
so they can also
those
eliminate Rob.
continuing circumstances of not having
I think
the
Rob's
information
out
to be able to
this
financially
round.
evolve as a people, and I think that's dope. But I also think that people need to really be on their P's and Q's with that stuff, because the more we sit around and don't go after this information, the more our situation continues to remain the same financially. Even though we spend some of the most money in the U.S., it never stays within the black community.
The game banging.
Yeah.
That gotta stop.
Elaborate on that.
Well, it's no point in game banging no more. I mean, if you think about it, you
Oh
game
no!
banging.
Stop.
And then it got so bad where you know everybody that run black in prison is together, even if you from the enemy side, the op side, or anything. So if you go to prison, so if I supposed to gang bang, shoot somebody, and if I get caught and I gotta go to prison and get along with the people who I just slid on, it don't make no sense, and there's no money involved.
I feel that.
So it's
Oh
just
no!
that's
Oh
the
no!
first
What are you
thing gotta
doing?
go.
Don't be so quick to buy Gucci, Prada, Louis. Like, I mean, I'm not one to speak myself. I got Ricks and Subi on, but at the same time, like, if one of the homies has a brand, you should be going to go buy that, you know?
I feel like a critique is just my little brother is he's
That
at
one
a
was very
HBCU,
cringy.
a small one in
When
Oklahoma.
he was talking about gang banging.
And nothing against like the school or anything of the people who's around, but I feel like the ideas and like the mindsets that he's been around from his early childhood and whatnot, because have been just like not open-minded to new possibilities. Opportunities
That's true.
are out there. We just got open-minded to it and try to figure
No,
out what
but
works.
it's not like
for
that
us,
simple.
You know?
This might be on the fault of like the media, but I think sometimes we over sensationalize like our pain.
Oh,
and I
no.
think that there's so much more to like the black community, whether it's joy
That's
or like
true,
having
but-
a good laugh or something. Like there's just so
Oh,
much
okay. I
more
think
to
I
us
guess you
than
meant like that.
the pain that we go through. And I think that needs to be, shown more in like our movies, our TV shows, just like the way we talk about things. Like I think that there's just so much more to the black community than that.
I want to see black people doing goofy
That's
stuff
true.
on screen, not just being slaves, you know?
Right. Come on now, talk about it.
Or criminals, or they're gangsters,
Yeah.
killers.
No, that's not
Yeah.
even like a thing for America, but like you go to China, you go to like some of these other places, like that's all they
Yeah,
see
that-
of us. You feel me?
Yeah.
Word. Y'all, I'm gonna be real. I think we're all good, bro.
Same.
Oh, I think yeah, they say their name and then they vote. Oh, wait,
Sorry,
how?
Gabriel. You know what I'm saying? It happens.
How?
Come on.
How?
If you think the mole is still in the box and you'd like to continue the game, raise your hand. All right. So that's unanimous. We're going to end the game right then and there, okay?
Oh no.
If the lights turn green, that means you voted the mole out and you all win. If the lights turn red,
How do
that
they know
means
what
the
the lights
mole
are?
is still in the box
They're blind.
and you all lose.
The thought popped in my head of, what if you had it wrong the whole time and the guy right next to you is the one?
3, 2, 1.
The editing.
It is red. That means the mole is still here. You guys
right
can lift your
He's
blindfolds
looking right
in
at
3, 2,
Oh no.
1.
Poor Brevin. Poor Brevin. Poor Brevin.
What? This is, hold on, wait. Rob?
That's Rob.
That's Rob.
That's Rob.
I'm Brevin. Yo, what's up, Brevin? What's up, y'all?
Big ups to you, yo. Big ups to you. Hey, yo. Of course, there's been like a couple white boys who cool, but like not like Rob. Like that was different.
My name is Robert, but they call me Milk. I'm from South Central. I got adopted at 7 days old as a baby, like out the hospital to a black mother. So I was raised with her ever since 7 days old.
That's crazy.
I told you.
My whole family was black. I didn't even know I never met the other people until I was like
That's dope.
grown.
That's real.
My upbringing was
I told you.
a little strange. I was the only white kid at every party, every birthday. But that never really like bothered me, I guess.
Is it hard for you to fit in with white people?
Oh, it was. It's getting a little better.
Huh. What about for black people then? Is it easier or was it more difficult to get along with black people?
Nah. I mean, that's all I was around my whole life. Jail, county jail, juvenile hall, every party, everything.
And your whole family, like, they just all accept you? Because I got sides of my white family that, like, they wouldn't even hold me as a baby because I had a black dad.
Hell nah. Nah, I had a good family.
Since my mom married a black man, they sat shivets for her, which basically in the Jewish community means that you're dead to me. And it's almost lone feeling that you get sometimes when you feel like you can't relate to anybody.
I was like the baby, low-key, like the youngest one.
Wow.
They feel so awkward
What
still.
is a misconception people have about black men?
Put us in a box that basically states that we're always angry or mad. There's a lot of happy black folk in the world. Like me personally, I'm happy.
We're not as monolithic as a lot of people would make us out to be.
We are bankers, we're lawyers, we're doctors.
We all originated from Africa. We all, because you're further away from the equator, it doesn't matter.
Black is beautiful.
The stuff with that, but high schoolers, high schoolers. Do you wanna do high schoolers or no? High schoolers. Do you wanna do high schoolers or something else? Is there anything a real issue going on? We can talk about after this. What insight is there?
Seeing an iPad kid, I'm like, wow, what job is he gonna have? He knows more about scrolling to the next video than like anything that will help him get a job.
Oh no, this is gonna be.
High schoolers are kids. 3, 2, 1.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I feel like to say high schoolers in general are kids is almost like defeating the people who are in the minority. Like for people like me who have grown up more just mature for my age and I guess fitting more an adult mindset, I feel like I can't say for myself that I'm a kid
they said
because I definitely
the mature for your age thing. Why?
make adult
This is gonna be
decisions
torture.
time and time again. I mean, there are people who still have the mindset of kids, but I
Mature
can't
for
say
my
high schoolers
age.
in general
That's it.
are kids.
I feel like with high school, it's such a broad statement to say high schoolers because there's a giant difference between a freshman and a senior. Like it is, that's why like when they try
Oh, these babies don't
to
even
date
know.
each other, it's like, why is that 18-year-old trying to date the 14-year-old? Like it just doesn't make sense. I feel like it would be naive to ignore the fact that like, especially anyone who's a senior, they're about to
Anyone who's like any 18-year-old, are there 18-year-olds in high school? They're still babies, but still. Maybe in the end, like a little
be
bit.
a legal adult.
I think kids need mentoring. That's how I see it. I mean, adults too need mentoring, but I think
think,
kids need that extra help and that extra push.
Even
I've
though
seen
like a
many
legal age is 18, there are like Romeo and Juliet laws and stuff, right? Oh, okay, there are 18. I feel like there's not a hard cutoff, but I feel like people start going from kid to adult, not actually at 18. I think it's more like maybe it's an experience thing. That's why, like, I think it's like 19 and going to 20, and then 21-ish is there. Like, it's a process of, but I don't know.
kids
But
who
yeah,
have been forced to be older or act older
high
as
schoolers
they
are
are
kids.
to mature faster. That's why I went for agree.
I want to move. You want to move? Yeah, go for it.
Okay, I
Talk
didn't
us
know if I
through. What are you
could.
thinking?
Well, I agree. I feel like there's just so many decisions, especially in high school, that we have to make that are not like kid-like, and they expect us to act a certain way. And also like the fact that we're even able to drive, how should we still be considered a kid?
Do you mind if I move?
I can drive, so I can drive. That's why I'm not a kid.
Yeah.
The weird thing for me is, even though I think they're kids, I think the voting age should be 16, not the age of maturity, just the voting age, which is kind of. But the age of maturity should still at least be 18, but the voting age should be 16, but they're still kids. That's weird, but whatever.
I moved because I feel like, especially at that 16 to 18 age, you're constantly planning for your future where it's actually difficult to live in your childhood. It's just kind of, you're unable to live as a child. So it's like, how can you consider yourself one when you're constantly planning for your adult life and future?
When I was a freshman, all the teachers around me always told me that I needed to prepare for my future. And I feel like, especially coming after online school and quarantine, I'm still living in that middle schooler mindset. I'm still basically like a kid living and preparing for my future, which I'm clearly not ready for.
I feel like kid is kind of a weird word. So like it's just kid and adult. And I feel like in high school, I kind of want to be thought of as a kid, because it's kind of like, oh, he's a kid, right? It's like an excuse almost. Like you're allowed to mess up. I really can't like look at my classes full of 18-year-olds and say, these are adults. Like, I feel like now it's later and later we're turning into adults. I don't feel like we turn in, I mean, of course there's people that have to pay bills at 16, but to say a high schooler is an adult, I feel like I like to know that I can grow so much more from now. Like, oh, I did that when I was a kid, not, as an adult.
Today's high schoolers have it harder than previous generations. 3, 2, 1,
I'd agree with that.
go.
I mean, I'd agree with that.
I feel like now, our generation, we have more resources for help that we need, And way back then, like mental health, that was like, they would put you straight to camp,
I guess, yeah.
or like some conversion, stuff like that.
What's
but
with
I
the
feel
editing?
like now there's just more resources. We have the internet, we have the media. Like, would you have wanted to send a
I guess there was
pigeon
racism,
to your
so I guess
friend instead of texting your friend? Like, stuff like that. Like,
They
would you
didn't have this weird
we
editing
just have
before.
it
I think
easier
they
now.
changed
I
editors
feel
or
like it's an
something.
in-between thing, because I feel like social situations now are much better, but back then they were much worse. I feel like there was racism, teachers could beat their own kids, and I feel like now there's so much things that we cannot do, and I feel like it's for the better.
Can I move?
When I think about this question, I kind of like went to bullying and how much easier it is to get bullied nowadays, especially on social media. Because it's so easy to hide behind a screen, people say worse things, and I think that
It is
mental
Zoomer
health,
editing.
maybe
It
was
either
just
Zoom.
as bad
It's like
back in the day.
either like late Zoomer editing or like Boomer editing. It's either way. Like it can't be in the middle. It's not millennials for sure. It's not it's not millennials for sure, or zillennials or whatever, like the early Zoomers. But I feel like in the US at least they have a lot of issues to deal with, like financially things are worse, and then the world isn't in the best place, and they have high school shootings and stuff.
But because of social media, it's become more prominent and we see it everywhere. Another thing that I also thought about was you guys say that we have more resources, but don't you, well, you don't have to agree, but I feel that the resources have kind of made us a little less smart. Because we're able to look up that, like, the answers to our test, or like, I don't know, everything's just so much more accessible that I'm not really learning as much as like my mom and dad did. So I kind of like sad that all our resources are so much more accessible.
Yeah, I know some dumb, people they're like, is it hot outside? And then they'll go to their phone and check the weather. Like, just go outside,
I feel like school right now is so easy for our generation. Like, it is so incredibly easy. Like, especially now that I'm in senior year. I mean, I'm not taking incredibly hard classes, but like, they don't even give you homework because they know you.
I will say this: American high schools, in terms of the curricula, are much easier than in a lot of places. Like, I think they'd struggle in Pakistani high schools or Korean high schools. South Korean high schools are insane.
You won't do it. Like, it's like they would rather have you pass than like teach you something. And like the amount of kids that held back is like nothing. Like, it's just, oh, keep going ahead, go ahead, go ahead.
And the standardized
And so,
testing
like,
is annoying.
seeing like classrooms from like older generations, it seems like, oh, they're like learning, there's more respect to the teachers. Now, like, there's like such little discipline that every class is just like a muck.
I feel like just because things are easier does not mean it's better. My friend goes to college in San Diego, and there's literally a group chat for people in a nursing major just to cheat on the work. And if we're having nurses that don't even know how to like give you medicine, stuff like that, it's scary.
I did want to hit on how the pandemic impacted you guys.
Yeah, I think it did impact our generation. I know personally, I was always so great at talking growing up, and then going into coronavirus, not really like talking to my friends a bunch and like being kind of like antisocial and to myself, coming.
I feel like if you do proper teaching at the school, you don't need homework either. Like, isn't that how Norway does it? Like, they don't have homeworks. Because I feel like homework is an easy way to. If you're bad at teaching and you don't have the resources, then homework is an easy way to supplement that. But it's not the best way. That's the thing with the American high school though, because it's really different than what's there in Pakistan, because there's a lot of like there's two systems in Pakistan. One's like the British system, and one's like the Pakistani system. So in the Pakistani system, you just have to memorize everything. It's very rote. And the British system is more understanding based, but I feel like if you have a really good teacher, the homework isn't as important. Yeah, in the absence of good teachers, it is important.
Coming out and having to talk to a.
I'm not sure anymore because I haven't. It's been a while since. Right now, my homework is only research, which I should do more of, and assignments.
Adults was like terrifying. I didn't want to do it at all. I couldn't even talk to like my peers.
When I went back to school, I felt like I was still in 8th grade in middle school. So it was very hard for me to adjust. And this was definitely like the biggest change like that affected our generation, if you think about it. We didn't deal with the bubonic plague or a big, stuff like that. Like this was the biggest impact. And I remember going back to school, I was so anxious. Like I would.
Yeah, and that's another thing. Like, it's so hollowed out. There's like, all they do is like standardized testing. They can't find teachers now. But they don't seem to want to improve that. Like, the US needs a big teaching bill, like education bill in general, not just for like college, but for high school as well.
take half a Xanax, you know, almost every morning because it was so bad.
There was this day where we can finally take off our mask, and it was so weird seeing everyone, but I never knew what to do with my face. It was just crazy.
I feel ready to explore my sexuality. 3, 2, 1, go.
I knew I was gay at a very young age. So I've kind of always been ready or kind of always known. Like I was over here at like 6 years old, like looking at a TV screen and there's like a boy and I was like, he's cute. Like, I was like, yeah, I already knew. So like, I feel like it just depends what you determine what exploring your sexuality is. Cause at least in my book, I feel like I've already labeled it and I'm already confident and happy with who I am.
Now it's very normal to explore yourself. And I think even just like having sex, it's very, very naive for any adult or anyone to ignore the fact that like people are gonna do that. Like it's or people around you are gonna do that, they're gonna talk about it, or you're gonna see it on TV. And with the internet, like we have access to everything these days. No one is judged like for waiting or wanting to try stuff as long as everyone's being safe. As long as it's consensual, as long as you're okay, there's nothing wrong with it.
I also grew up in a very private Christian school. It was very like, it was like a bubble, you know, and you know, we didn't talk about all that stuff, but now I attend a high school where we actually have wellness classes. Also social media helps. Those random accounts on my For You page, they're like, how to kiss a boy or something like that. I don't even know.
What is it, WikiHow?
WikiHow, sure. Like, there's just so many courses, you know, that's why you gotta seek them out and find a support system.
It's kind of like for our whole generation happening earlier and earlier, like where we get introduced to it with like the internet and stuff.
I don't even want to talk about
like it to be delayed. I kind of like to be a kid for as long as I can.
But do you feel like people don't take you seriously if you continue to, you know, act younger and like want to be younger?
In the sense of like this question, like sexuality, like I feel like I'd rather, because right now it's like most of the pressure is just like, oh, I feel like I'm so behind because I haven't done this, and this yet, when it should be so normal.
It's important that we do educate ourselves on these topics because once we're older, if we aren't, that could take a turn for the worse. I feel like approaching it naturally or in a professional way, like in terms of like school, if they're providing like health classes, I think that's just the best way to go about it. And I completely agree with you. Like I was also
the only thing I'll say is that I know
nasty on the
sex
internet,
education
and
helps
like
with
no one
not
wants to go through that.
I don't think that the school should do it because
like
I think it's really
taking
weird.
creepy stuff.
You know, I can never stop laughing.
Like, you know,
personally. Like when I'm in a sixth grader and they say the word
sex
scrotum,
ed is important.
how are you not supposed to like laugh? I don't know. I think it's more of a personal endeavor, but I guess not everyone's as smart as me. But I feel like personally, I'd just like to find that out on my own and maybe be encouraged by the school. But I don't like the classroom. Let's learn about sex all sitting together as a bunch of teenagers. Like that's awful. That's like the worst thing ever.
I feel
But you
safe
still have to learn.
at school. 3, 2, 1,
This is the-
go.
My campus security are amazing. They have a personal relationship with all the students. I've had bomb threats at my school. I've had like shootings literally walking distance down the street where the school had to go on lockdown. It's unfortunate, but also like it just makes me really aware. Like for every classroom, I have what's my hide plan? Who are my people? I don't feel comfortable putting my phone in the phone chart because if something happens, I want to text my family. And that's why COVID like lifted a lot of weight off my shoulders because I didn't have to worry about that all the time. Also, like a lot of people.
Question was, I feel safe at school. It's on the corner.
I'm always afraid
here.
that like someone won't be properly
Near the
treated for that,
spectrum.
and they'll just snap one day.
Top left.
You know.
My school has had multiple sexual assault scandals.
Oh, no.
Like my history teacher right now, my world history teacher, if it weren't for the current sub, it would be with basically a pedophile.
What
So
the
it's
hell?
scary. And when she mentioned like the bomb, I think I remember last year someone created an account with our school name and it was like shooting or something on this day, and our school ended up canceling school for that day, and it was horrible.
I feel so fortunate to have grown up in a really privileged area where there's not a lot of violence. However, I feel like I'd be ignorant to say that a school shooting would never happen, because all it takes is one kid out of the 2,500 students that I have to take a gun to school and shoot people. And I feel like there's so many different openings on my campus where that could happen.
We have gates, but it honestly looks like a prison.
Okay, yeah, that's me
I
too.
won't lie. We have security guards. They're not armed, which was a conversation
really
that came
weird.
up. Should our security guards be armed? And another conversation came up. Should our teachers be armed? You know, there's just topics like that. I remember this was actually recently, one of the old students at the college
What's with
threatened
the
to
weird
shoot up
shoes?
the whole school. And
It's a
so
serious
even we
topic,
had
but
to go
I just
remote,
noticed the
so
shoes.
it's just like, never feel safe.
Is that?
My social media
Oh,
presence
whatever.
is important to me. 3, 2, 1, go.
Yeah, look at the yellow shoes. What are they? Is that Uggs? Oh, the kid with the yellow shoes. I don't know their names. The one on the blue line at the back with the yellow shoes. Are those? No, they're like, you know what are those things called? The Crocs. There's some weird version of Crocs. They aren't just shoes. If you turn around, you'll see them.
I don't particularly post, like maybe just my
You see. Look at the they aren't like normal shoes. The shape's really weird. They look kind of like a Transformers toy or something. I don't know. They're weird. Speaking of shoes, have you seen those red Mario boots or Sonic boots? Those are really weird too. Some company made them.
story, you know, but like I'm not like constantly posting, and if you do, that's perfectly fine. Like that's a lot of people's outlets, and especially creativity.
I don't own a single social media, and like not as like a flex. I'm just saying like I hate the presence of an app in my mind. Like, oh, you should do this. Like it's an app on my phone. Like I don't want to give it any part of my life, so I'd just rather not have it.
I think sometimes with social media nowadays, it also can fall into career, which is really weird, but that's like what I do. It's like, oh, I can't post that picture of me like flipping off the camera with my friends because like a college or a future boss, because your digital footprint is so real. But I also I love
That's why
having
you have a
social
fake
media.
name.
Like I've had it for years. I've always like tried to ground myself
And you don't connect
realize that it's
connect
just
with
for
the people
fun.
you know.
It's not that serious.
But not
There
as a
are some
kid.
people
After
who
you're
I
an
know
adult.
who have shown
Maybe,
or
I
done
don't
some
know.
really crazy stuff, and it's spread everywhere. Like there's some things I do not need to know, and people just tell me. Like on Instagram, there's like close friends, and there's like normal story, and I post on close friends so much more than I do on my normal story.
Or like a spam account.
Yeah.
I
mean,
posted
yeah,
a spam
that-
account
Yeah.
way more.
A couple years ago, I would have been right there, like on the strongly agree, you know, like, because when I moved to the new school, a lot of people were like, oh, how many followers do you have? If you had over 1,000, it's like, yo, you got clout, like, you're good. Digital footprint, that is no joke. Like, everything you post will come back at you. I'm so glad Instagram took off that feature where you could see what other people liked. Do y'all remember that? That was ridiculous.
That's why I'm very aware of what I post. I make sure this is what I want everyone to see.
And yet when
me
you're,
as.
I'm so sorry. When you're a kid, like you want social media, like when you first find out about it, like when I was 9 years old, I was like begging my mom to let me have Instagram. And now like I'm even embarrassed of like the little like selfies I would post because like they're so stupid. So like looking back, I'm like, oh yeah, I would totally never let like my 7-year-old
Yeah,
on
that's
social
the-
media, like, you know, things like that. But I actually did have social media very young.
Yeah,
I think the
I got Twitter when I was 6. My mom made it and managed it,
Yeah.
but I would still like, I would tweet about like my little kindergarten like
it would be
crushes.
necessary to have your name
You
on
like
some
having your
things, but
mom
put
like
that on
to
account
like
tied to your identity.
guide like the account. I feel like I didn't have that, unfortunately.
Yeah, like
so I
the way I have it, I guess there wasn't much literacy back then either. Is I think my Facebook and my Instagram is connected to like real people. I don't add but real people mean like in real life, like my family and stuff. And that's not connected to anything else. And there's an entire other ecosystem where I just use the eagle tag, which is like the Twitter and all that other stuff. But I don't post on Facebook anyways. I just use it for WhatsApp and Messenger and stuff. And I think I created Instagram for university's reasons, but I don't use that either. That's true. But keep it isolated if you like. Don't have any connections between the two. In a way,
I
as
feel
well.
like it just depends. Like your digital footprint could be much more harmful. Like when you don't have parents that know how to handle social media or know how to prevent it. Because my parents, they've never.
That's true. It just because when I created Facebook, it wasn't this crazy thing that it is today. Back then, it was just like, oh, you can talk to your family and post some stuff. Like literally, all the posts were like from family or friends, and you didn't see anything else, and there was nothing crazy, and you just the most you posted was like, oh, we're doing a cool thing. Look, we ate dinner or whatever.
Ever use social.
You also you need one for your personal stuff as like a cover as well. Like, oh, give us your social media links, which is the US was asking for that stuff when I came for immigration, and I just gave the one that I don't use.
Social media, they don't have a single account. So growing up, like begging, I don't think they knew the harmfulness of it. And I don't blame them for that at all, but I feel like that's what led to me being exposed to a lot of stuff. So I feel like definitely with the new generation, and if, I don't know if I'll have kids, but if I do, they're not on social media, at least for me.
When those iPad kids, I mean, those kids who use iPads, it's
My
so
sister's an iPad kid.
addicting. It's so addicting, and you need
Oh, I
parental
hate the
control. So
iPad
social
kids.
media is crazy, like, or having your parents run the account.
No, I don't think they can do that. Like, but if there's an account with your name on it, like reporters have an account, journalists, right? That specific account. One thing is not posting anything weird on that, and the second is not connecting it in any way to your other account. I think wasn't Discord like there was a new policy about recording voices and stuff that everyone was crying about. Of course, not crying about, but like they're gonna record your voices and your video and stuff, which is very. I think it's very creepy and harmful.
Regardless, it's just that's so important. Or even having influencers like Andrew Tate who are like influencing these like little boys to think that mentality is like normal.
Yeah.
I feel like social media has drastically altered my personality, especially during COVID. And I feel like if it could change me that much, just imagine a 6-year-old having access to a phone.
The good thing for, I guess, me and people around me, like likes weren't an important thing. There was a small snippet of people right after me that really cared about likes, and they became crazy with that stuff. Like, yeah, like my cousins and stuff.
For their basically entire childhood. But like honestly, I got so sensitive.
Your dad's gonna be in
to
trouble
being in front of camera that I feel like I kind of forgot.
Why are you going around Discord saying you're a 16-year-old? This person was going around different Discord saying they were 16-year-old.
About digital footprint and stuff like that.
I have hope for the future. 3, 2, 1, go.
This guy's so jaded. How's that guy a high schooler? He's so jaded.
I don't know, man. Seeing an iPad kid, I'm like, wow, what job is he gonna have? You know, I mean, he knows more about like scrolling to the next video than like anything that like will help him get a job. I don't know. I don't feel like I have very much hope for our and the next generations, as like I feel we keep getting like the younger generations kept getting like profited on and like abused almost.
When I heard this question, I kind of thought about like social justice and like the issues that we're experiencing right now. Like there can be a change. And I just really don't think that people back in the day were seeing that type of change. Everything was just thrown kind of under the rug, not really spoken about.
I still love to dream like, oh, I would love to achieve this one day, but even if I don't have that financial capability, I still have hope. I hope I could get there one day, and I still try to remain positive.
Everyone's goal at the end of the day is just to be happy in what they're doing, and make a difference in either your own or someone's life. And I think like just by having this discussion, like there's so much hope for everyone in here to go on and be successful in that, no matter what it is. So I have a lot of hope for the future, and I'm really excited, even though I'm nervous and I'm anxious about a lot of it, I'm really excited to see like in my personal life, like what that means for me. Because I know I'm never gonna stop until I'm happy with what I'm doing.
I mean, I feel really grateful for our generation because a lot of us are very open-minded to having these types of conversations, whether or not it relates to us or exists in our nature. But I feel like people are so open to change now, and I feel like that's just great moving forward. And I feel like a lot of us Gen Z people have gone through such traumatic and bad experiences that we're gonna become amazing parents one day.
Like, I think I remember like during quarantine, there was like a sign in New York that said we had like this many years left and before our world like ends or something. And my sister is an iPad kid, and I've seen how she is, and it's like I want to say I have hope for the future, but just based off what I'm seeing, it feels
They're
like
too
there's
focused
no
on iPad kids.
Kinda.
This okay, but wait, why can't you? Okay, I'm gonna look at the stuff that you know that guy, what's his name? Rishi Sunak, the Prime Minister of the UK. That guy was, oh, damn, that guy. The thing he posted was so weird and creepy. I guess not in the traditional, like creepy as in, but the stuff about like slavery and stuff. A new blah blah blah. Not this one. Oh yeah, here we go. Get that here. Where is it? We don't want this. Can you see this? Let me check OBS. Okay, yeah, it's working. Hundreds of extra French law enforcement officers deployed to stop the boats. Enhanced tech to patrol the beaches. A new detention center in France. They literally paid France. Rishi Sunak, the Prime Minister of the UK. Firstly, they made that weird post that I'll try to find that one too, where he was like, if you're an illegal immigrant, and any legal immigrant, he included asylum seekers, which aren't illegal immigrants, but he said that. And then he literally paid France and like I think 500 million euros or something. I look at the number, but they're basically like Macron and this idiot are just gonna, just because they can't govern properly, they're gonna torture like just people trying to find a better life. Where is it? And even the like BBC. No nonsense. Throw you into no, where are you? If you come to the UK illegally, you will be stopped from making late claims and attempts to frustrate your removal. You will be removed in weeks, either to your own country if it is safe to do so, or to a safe third country. Like, these ghouls are literally just trying to focus all of their like racism and everything onto immigrants, kind of like how the US Republicans are doing to trans people. But not exactly, because it's not genocidal just yet. But they're like, I'm going to ship you to Rwanda. Oh, you came from Afghanistan? you want asylum? We're not going to give that to you. We're going to ship you to Rwanda, a country in another continent, not the one you came, not the continent you came from, not this continent. We're going to ship you to Rwanda. And then this thing, you can't benefit from our modern slavery protections. What? This is insanity. Like, I'm sure this is breaking a lot of international laws. How is like? I think there should be cases against this, right? Like, it's not just gonna happen, right? Like, immigration. No, not US, UK. I'm so used to the US being this bill court. Let's see if I can find something. Oh, this is a high court in UK ruled it's. Let's see. And look at how the BBC is reporting it. Oh, that's good for you. Not this one. Let me find the post. Yeah, look. Can UK French bromance help stop the boats? Can UK French bromance? This is the title the BBC went with for the ghoulish thing that these two bozos are doing. Can UK French bromance help stop the boats? It's like cartoonishly evil, and like I think I don't know how the BBC just got co-opted by the right wing. Like, they do the transphobia stuff. You've already seen Sean's videos on it. If you haven't, they're really good. Even though on Twitter he's a dumbass, but there's some weird brain rot with these people. And Macron is not Le Pen, but still he's crazy. Blah blah blah. Under the government's plans, almost all asylum seekers reach Britain in small boats will be detained without bail before they are deported to their home countries or to Rwanda. They will lose the right to challenge their deportation while in Britain, and once deported, will automatically be banned from it. So they can't even do anything. This is the thing, that because he can't run an economy and their party sucks. They're gonna do this. They can't blame the EU anymore since they're out of the EU. And that's what's happening in the UK for now. Of course, the UN is saying something about it. I think they've detained UN boats as well. I remember reading that. Might just make a new email. Yeah, you can do that. These. When are the next UK elections? I hope these goals get voted out, but I don't trust the Brits. 25. Insanity. There's also the Indian elections coming up, right? There's some stuff I think happening in India that are sort of interesting. Karnataka. What's is that the Oh no, that's different. This is, I guess, one of the states. I don't remember all of the states in India. Oh, it is this 2019. And when's the next one? Next. Why is it this? May 24. Okay. That's what happened in the Nigerian elections. I was following that and then I don't know why. Weren't they fighting the results or something? Heartbroken first time voter Nigerian urged not to give up after the candidate. Came third in the president because isn't there like dispute on how fair these elections are? Like violence and the late arrival of the turnout is just 27%. How is this fair? Wait, 27%? How is this? How can any election be fair where the turnout is 27% and people were wanting to vote and Obi was in the lead? Well, this is the world we live in. This is a very funny picture, though. Not much fun stuff happening in politics, is there? We have our own idiot running around as well. Yeah, I don't think it was fair. This is Pakistani news. Foreign minister says Pakistan in perfect storm of crisis. Yeah, it is broken. Yeah, at least Lula won. Pakistan's foreign minister said Thursday his country is facing a perfect storm of troubles: an economic crisis, the consequences of catastrophic flooding, and terrorism that is once again rearing its ugly head as a result of the Taliban takeover of Afghanistan. Blah blah blah. Hyper partisan and hyper polarized politics. Discussing his blah blah blah, he sharply criticized the IMF, which last month delayed a $6 billion bailout. And these idiots aren't even taxing the rich. Like, it's their fault as well. Like, these idiots are like the people ruling. But the problem is the other guy is much worse. Imran Khan is much worse than these idiots. The IMF gave new instructions to Pakistan to raise and collect taxes as well as slash subsidies without burdening poor people. I don't think the IMF cares about poor people without that, but even the IMF is saying without burdening poor people. They're increasing taxes on like stuff like the general sales tax, so-called sales tax on luxury goods, but those luxury goods include a lot of stuff that common people use as well. Yes, it is the time to nitpick on your tax policy, actually. The actual wealthy aren't paying taxes. When are the next Japanese elections? Can anyone else win in Japan? I don't even know. And that, yeah, basically that's fun stuff happening all around the world. I think the Iran protest also got crushed. Okay, let's see. Japan general elections. Is the Communist Party? It's going to take a while. So right now, the Lib Dems, the ones with the fascists, are still in the lead, a huge lead. So this one is, it's a liberal party, not a communist party. The Constitutional Democratic Party of Social Liberal. Oh, the two big ones are shit. The Lib Dems have like actual fascists, right? Like from the World War II era. Nippon Ishi isn't this like uh worse than even the Lib Dems? And they're the third biggest. Kumeito, another conservative party of the Buddhist Japanese new religious movement. Why is the like democratic but reformist? Okay, sure. Shut up. Why is the like that kind of sucks. I'm not like. Wait, why is Nippon Asian in the opposition? I guess there's like a two thing. Yeah, Japan is Nippon. It's Nippon and Nihon. Both of them are work. It's the Japanese Innovation Party, Nippon Asian okay. The Japanese Japan Innovation Party. This is the one that I think wasn't Abe part of that for a bit or something, if I remember correctly, or was that something else? Before joining the Lib Dems, I mean. The Social Democratic has one seat as well. I wonder, like, are the elections in Japan fair? Like, is there gerrymandering and stuff? Maybe, but the Lib Dems have a lot of fascists too. Like, aren't they trying to get their military back as well? I heard this guy wasn't as radical, like, wasn't as into it as Abe, but I don't know. I think they say both Nippon and Nihon. That's why it's written Nippon Ishi. And Nihon Ishi. I wonder where his early life is. Kishida was born to a political family in Shibuya. They're all from political. His father, Fumitake Kishida, was a government official. Okay, that's not good. Previous government official, director of the small and medium enterprise agency. Since was from Hiroshima, there every summer many members of the Kishida family had died in the atomic bombing. That Fumio grew up hearing stories about the atomic bombs. But his father Fumitake and his grandfather Masaki Kishida were former politicians who were members of the house. Oh no. Yeah, I don't think that's good. Yeah. I don't think he's good. Following blah blah blah. Okay, I don't. Foreign relations. Political views. Kishida seen as dovish on foreign policy and lukewarm about revising Japan's. That's what I heard. He's like lukewarm. A lot of election corruption in Japan, but it's been getting better over the years. Around 1998 was the first time a politician ran from the platform of not accepting. Oh, you're talking about the Yakuza, right? Yeah. I guess it's better. It's slightly better than Abe, but not that much. We'll see. All of it's like nothing fun's happening. I guess this is the general world news thing. I don't know. This is a headline. Iran and Saudi Arabia signal the start of a new era with China front and center. I don't buy this one. I don't know. I don't know if this is with what stuff. Oh, such stuff. Top officials blames weakness of Biden government for Saudi. Oh, screw this. I don't care about that. Iran, Russia. The majority of the oh, that's the US. I don't care about the US. Uranium, Iran enriching uranium to near weapons grade levels. Nuclear watchdog warns. Iran is pushing. Okay, that's something. I don't know if that's good. Apply sanction on Iran shadow banking drone network. Okay. And there's poisonings going on in schools. It's a weird world. Yeah, Katie Porter went to and sucked up to Netanyahu. It was an entire thing. When Vosh discussed Israel, he didn't discuss what they did to people in where was it? What was the place called? There was like a village in Palestine where uh, I think some Israeli settlers were killed by some people, but then they burned the entire village down or something like not literally burned, but they destroyed the. And then I saw Nina Turner saying we should pull out of Syria. Yeah, they feed the pedos in enemy. Wait, Nina Turner said we should pull out of Syria? Like, what do you mean Syria though? Like, there's two things in Syria, right? And one's good, one's bad. So the good was the Rojava, which was the Kurds. That was Trump already pulled out from the Rojava, though, right? Did Biden go back there? The other one was I think some other groups that weren't that are very sus-ish. So I don't know which one Nina Turner is specifically talking about, what when she says pull out of Syria. But yeah, progressives just shit at foreign policy is true, except Bernie Sanders. Usually, Bernie Sanders is pretty good. Yeah, there's more raids. They're worried that why Biden hasn't invited them to the White House. American Jews, you have to. I hate the New York Times. He wouldn't support the Rojava. The SDF is the Rojava, right? See, how can they? It's insane. It's insane that only what was it? 60 years ago. World War II was 60 years ago, right? Almost damn. That sucks. I like Nina Turner too. I can't remember the village there. Israel village. West Bank. Yeah, Hovara. So they literally settler rampage through the town last month. Amid rising tensions, the West Bank drew worldwide condemnation, with Pentagon chief saying on a visit to Israel that the United States was especially disturbed by settler violence. They're such cowards. Residents of the town and its neighboring villages told Reuters they felt defenseless in the face of increased attacks. Of course, the IDF let it all happen. Ah, this is the world. This is the world that we live in. I guess I don't want to do more depressing news around the globe. Is there any fun news going on? Something, I don't know. No nonsense. I don't care about the Britons. King, Ukraine says Bakhmut battle is grinding down. Ukraine is doing well. Hopefully they win and come out on top. Li Qiang, Yi confident, takes reins in China's way. Wait, what? Wait, what happened? Which lost some of its. He announced Shanghai's new tech for the star market is Wait, is Xi Jinping the okay, yeah. Okay, well, I can't read this anyways. Xi is the president and Li Qiang is the. So he's centralizing power as well. Like he's becoming more and more like I guess a very dictator. Like of course, like that it was always one party rule, but now he's becoming more of like a dictator instead of like just the representative of the party, with the party ruling the country. You want to do middle ground? Middle grounds one suck though, but it's fun. I hope Yi dies in Roblox. I hope Yi just sleeps and sleeps and sleeps. I don't want to watch all of this. Is there a good one? What's the latest one? Oh no, I can't. His college. Polyamory versus monogamy. Do you want to do this one's funny?
Middle Ground is a social experiment that brings humans with opposing beliefs
Social
together.
experiment?
These discussions may contain viewpoints that are the result of misinformation. Remember to seek out experts and to be critical of your own biases while forming an opinion. Please see the
What?
humanity in each participant, and as always, we encourage empathy.
I only watch John Green's YouTube
There's
shorts
plenty of
and
people out
like
there that can separate sex and
there's
love,
the
but
guy
for
Dylan
me,
Hollis or something who makes
when I have sex with someone,
cooking videos. Hank Green, John Green, and then there's like Dan Povenmire, the creator of Phineas and Ferb. I used to that girl who was like famous on TikTok. What was her name? Whatever, but something happened. I don't know. And that's the only shorts I watch, I think. Yeah.
I fall in love with them. And while
The
I do have
conservative
friends with benefits, these people are chosen very specifically because I know that I will have to go
I like that hair color, like the pink and then the blue.
through heartbreak on my own when I have sex with them.
I like the pink and blue. The pink and blue is fun. The weird thing is, my family knows I stream now. I didn't want them to know, but it happened. But they're such like boomers in a sense that they couldn't watch me streaming for longer than like 2 minutes. So thankfully they can see all of this stuff. The only video they watched was the one which was like titled something like the best promotion for my channel or something, in which I was acting like an idiot basically. Like I had a hanger over my head. I was wearing a mask. I was wearing glasses. I had the coat, and I pretended to go, but they couldn't even handle that one. So thankfully they're not gonna see any of this because
Step
they're very
forward if you
conservative.
agree with the prompt. I can separate love and sex.
Is there a delay between? There shouldn't be a delay, but I don't know.
For me, I think that I can separate it, but oftentimes it doesn't turn out that way. This is kind of the cliche, but I do think that sex for me is better when I'm in love and when I have respect and communication with the person. I also think it depends on how we define love, because I could maybe, love that person as a human, but maybe not in a romantic sense. So I think there's a lot of nuance around it. I'm not really someone who's gonna say like one or the other.
I also agree with that as well. When you have those intense feelings for a person, the sex definitely hits different. Knowing that you feel safe enough with this person to be emotionally vulnerable as well as physically vulnerable with them, it's a very special bond that you share.
Yeah.
I feel like.
I really resonate with that because I'm actually a survivor of sexual assault and I'm also disabled, so I think that trust plays a really huge role, and that perhaps could even, be more important than the love factor.
I think for me, I can make the clear distinction because I've had a lot of meaningless sex in my lifetime to make me feel good, to occupy the sense of loneliness, and then I've loved someone, but the sex part just hasn't worked out, but the love is there. And sadly, relationships like that didn't work out for me. And I do agree with what you guys said. When I'm in love and I can trust someone, it's better, especially as a trans individual. There's a lot of people out there trying to fetishize that don't understand your body or respect you. So having the love part makes it a lot better.
I love deeply. The people that are around me feel that. Love and sex to me are completely different things. They absolutely can exist separately. I hate the fact that even the polyamory community is fetishized as well, and it's completely sexualized. It's only about the sex. Similarly to you, I have a sexual trauma. I
Why
have
are you
things
in
in my
VC,
life
Burger?
that affected me deeply that I'm still dealing with till this day. And the fact that it's automatically just clumped in
It's me,
is just something that
Gabby.
I have to kind of oppose.
Well, I don't believe this is true for everyone. Obviously, there's plenty of people out there that can separate sex and love. But for me, when I have sex with someone, I fall in love with them. And while I do have friends with benefits, these people are chosen very specifically because I know that I will have to go through heartbreak on my own when I have sex
Boomer
with them.
grandpa.
I've been with the same person. My husband and I were high school sweethearts. He's the only person I've ever been with. And so it would be hard for me to separate sex and love simply because I've never had to.
I think it's also important to note that some people are maybe asexual. And so if I
Because they wanna
have
be.
an asexual partner, which I have not had before, I would have that discussion and it wouldn't have to be integral to be part of our
Burger is the only
connection
one
and such.
talking.
My name is Jessica and I'm polyamorous. To me, relationship anarchy really has to do with
Hangar Master is
destructuring
usually
our ideas
pretty
of hierarchical
talkative
relationships
too.
in that romantic and sexual relationships don't have to be at the top. I think it's actually a lot healthier to have a community with our friends, our family, romantic partners, etc.
My current relationship status meets my needs.
One way I know I'm in the right
Wait.
relationship.
Aren't there more people watching? Or you're the only one here? Really? Oh yeah. I guess so. You're the only one here. Uh, let's see if I can pull someone. If I can pull someone from late night. I don't think they're gonna join, but whatever.
With my wife, we still enjoy texting each other, I love you. You always start out in a relationship, oh, I love you, I love you. And then, are you still doing that 10 years later?
We've had, both my fiance and I, our fair share of struggles with mental health in very different ways, but that understanding and that support, even if I do say something really fucked up, even if I do react maybe erratically or violently during a panic attack, he keeps coming back, he keeps trying. Our love is stronger after every single disagreement and every single hurdle.
So for myself, I practice the type of polyamory called solo polyamory, or sometimes a style called relationship anarchy. And these two styles are inherently less about hierarchy and more about autonomy for myself. With my current relationships or what I'm able to achieve, it gives me enough flexibility for me to feel really good about the things that I choose to take part in.
Soon.
And even if
Okay,
I'm
have
in
a
a
good
relationship that's
nap,
not so great,
orbitus,
or a
orbitals.
relationship that isn't fulfilling to me, I can still be looking for other relationships, or maybe I have another existing relationship that is more fulfilling, or that actually
keep the
does support me in a
stream
way
muted
that
in the
my other
back.
relationships don't. My name is
Just
Randall,
so I
and
can
I'm
get the
polyamorous.
view.
For me, the process of coming out as polyamorous was really me
I make
deciding
these
that
stupid shorts as well that have no purpose, no rhyme or reason. I want to make shorts that have a rhyme or reason, but I can't think of anything. I'm not creative, so I just make the stupidest shorts that make no sense.
getting out of monogamous relationships because I had feelings for somebody else was just not working for me. I noticed that other people were practicing other styles of relationships where they were being truthful to their partners and admitting the fact that they had feelings for other people and doing it ethically.
Currently, I'm dissatisfied with my relationship status because I did just come out of a really bad breakup, so I am single at this point, and I can be self-sufficient enough to enjoy my own company, but it's just in certain moments in life, like for example, I was taking a long road trip and I
wanted
just like
something more,
imagined my ex, like you know,
maybe
me
they're more
caressing her
juicier in the
leg, like
later.
while we're on the road trip, and you kind of wish that you just like had a person just to share those moments with.
So I practice parallel polyamory, which means that my husband and I
Boomer
see other
dad.
people, and we don't necessarily need to meet or get along with the other people that we're seeing. And I love my husband. I've been with him for 18 years coming up, and I have some friends with benefits, but I am looking for someone else to be like in a relationship with that fulfills some needs that I'm not getting from my current partner. What I've been looking for, I'm starting to probably determine that I'm not going to find one person who is going to fill the rest of these boxes, and I may have to separate that up into multiple other people, whether it's relationship-wise or otherwise. I'm Bunny, and I am polyamorous. The way that I deal with jealousy is I like
The names are fun too. The bunny.
to break it down and ask myself why. Why am I feeling jealous of my husband? Is it because he's spending time with someone else and I need more time with him or my other partners? Or is it something else? And once I break it down, I can then address those issues, such as requesting more time with that partner if I am feeling jealous that I am not getting enough time with them. Or I can take it upon myself to fill said time with someone else or with another activity to be able to not focus on the jealousy that I'm feeling.
Patriarchy is the root of monogamy.
In the little bit of like research, I guess, that I've been doing and realizing that it was absolutely contractual. It was absolutely for gain, advantageous reasons. It was never love.
Way back when it was like you said, it was contractual. Like women in general were
Wasn't about love.
an object to be purchased. While that has
Women weren't
changed,
objects,
that is still rooted in the system of
Contractual.
monogamy and people thinking they need to be with someone forever.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I mean, I think that's how people stay in abusive relationships.
Look at this. It's a poor Mike.
I feel like there is a lot of pieces of monogamy that are
I feel like
rooted
Borger is
in
left
that
as well.
patriarchal sort of feel. However, there are a lot of people
Or
who feel like
he just
monogamy
doesn't
is
want to
just the
talk much
best
about
option
this
for
issue.
them and are connected to their person regardless of that. If we're thinking about queer relationships as well and people who are married to a partner of the same gender or outside of the norm, I don't feel like they
I thought it was
are
going to be
feeling
more
that
fun.
patriarchy.
I don't know if I would say
Oh,
that.
my camera
it's like,
froze? Wait 1 second. My camera froze. That's annoying. Oh yeah, it did freeze. Okay, I'm gonna do something. I hope this works. For now, I'm gonna change my camera to this. Wait, what the hell? No. It's annoying. We'll go this side. I'm not gonna join VC. Maybe if there are more people and we're doing something, but there's no one right now. So, wait, why isn't the camera showing? Is it showing here? Do I need to close this to get something? Oh, I get it. It's because of. Wait, is it gone now? Still nothing. Okay, but this is really clear. This looks better, right? Than it was before. I think this is fine.
Like the reason that everyone is monogamous, it does play a role in just the way that we just construct our realities.
But we see monogamy across so many species, and that has me wondering, obviously in human society it was a big component, but there's something so much larger than that in monogamy that reaffirms my belief that it's not.
Really go watch anime?
It's about
I wish I could watch anime on stream.
need within us, and some of us lean towards monogamy and some of us lean towards polyamory, and that's just the way it is.
I can watch
Obviously,
MasterChef
I'm
on
a
stream.
little bit older than everybody here. I grew up and
And
really
some
didn't
other
know
weird
much
shows.
different. The churches were
Goodbye.
pretty much, this is right, this is wrong. You know, when somebody said polygamy, I was like, oh, they must live in Utah. That's about the only place you knew that where that could possibly exist.
I
And
feel
there
like
was
I shouldn't
no
stream
discussion of
soon as well.
why somebody has that relationship. We didn't talk about any of that.
We should make a distinction that it's not also polygamy. We are polyamorous.
Okay.
So polyamorous and polygamy are two just different things.
And see, a lot of it is,
Right, just information and
yeah,
not
I
knowing.
grew up not knowing.
Right.
It's unrealistic
Boomer
to
isn't
commit
as cool.
to being with someone forever.
Like cooler than I thought it was Boomer was gonna be.
So I feel like we spend a lot of our lives dating and trying to figure out who we'd like to be with, and we don't always get it right. So I feel like thinking about it that way, it's unrealistic to think about the fact that the one person that you end up choosing will be your forever person. It could change in the future. The divorce rate is very high in this country, so I think that's an easy way to think about it.
I also think it fits into that fairy tale concept that, you know, this is the one. And living on a planet that harbors like 7 billion people, I feel like that's highly unrealistic that you're just gonna be in love with just this one person your entire life. My name is Mel and I am monogamous. I've just had this self-discovery that there's so many things about myself that I just need to work on, and it's rooted in me just not wanting to go out of my comfort zone, and polyamory is definitely something that is out of my comfort zone. If I was to try it, maybe I would actually like it.
The spicy string.
I think it really depends on the person. I mean, I feel like I can only speak for myself. You know, a lot of people do stay together for, say, you know, kids or something like that, or perhaps finances. It's, you know, a privilege to be able to maybe get divorced or live on one income. So I wouldn't say that it's a, you know, catch-all black and white issue.
I definitely feel that you can be with someone forever, but you're going to change as individuals as you grow. And it all depends on how those changes and work with each other. So if you are able to change and accept the changes of your partner, then you can be together forever, but a lot of people change, not necessarily in a bad way, but in an incompatible way.
Yeah. I would also like to add, I did believe that I would have a forever person, but recent experiences of a breakup that just happened, that's what changed my perspective. And I looked at it more logically. I should be more open to the fact that I will meet other people down the line, and I shouldn't assume that this person is going to be with me my entire life.
I mean, I'm polyamorous, but I've been married to my first boyfriend since we were like teenagers. I think that's my forever person. And I believe that for me, and with the waves and with the changes, you know, yeah, you make that recommitment over and over again. And I think that there can be that forever person for anyone, but I also understand experience plays a role in that tremendously, and I haven't had that experience of loss.
My opinions of this have shifted after being in a really toxic, bad relationship where I really wanted it to be my forever, but deep down I always knew it probably wasn't gonna be feasible. And then after that relationship, I didn't want to be in a relationship at all. And this amazing person came into my life, and I knew, and I tried to push him away, but it became evident that that was just my person. My name is Luca,
I think
and I'm monogamous. After
this is the
being
last
in a
video I
polyamorous
watched.
relationship, I really knew monogamy was the route I wanted to take. There was some jealousy going on in the relationship as to how I loved each person, and that I couldn't divide it 50-50, and I didn't want to. I want to be able to give 100% of myself to one person.
Oh, no, you're not doing it.
That I grew up in set a good example for my future relationships.
I just want to finish the video quickly, so I'm going to speed it up a bit.
I think for myself, I grew up seeing a lot of broken homes and people who had divorced parents, and I felt super fortunate that that wasn't my home life, and I'm sure it shaped me in ways that I'm not even able to comprehend. They were a really good example of the way that I want to treat another human.
My mother, I just remember her like doing
Can't
it all. She
speak
just like pillar
much.
strength. And I think just saying that, I always thought like, okay, I can do it no matter what, and if I have a husband that can compliment that, then that's awesome. My name is Emerald, and I'm monogamous. My husband and I have been together for 17 years, and I think that within our monogamy, there's an issue that I have with him, then we're addressing it head on, and we're able to fix that within our relationship, as opposed to introducing other people. And so I think that over the years, our foundation has been strengthened simply because we're able to communicate to one another.
I grew up, my parents are married, they've been married from my birth to now. Eventually my mom stayed home and my dad kept working, but he still was trying to be active in my brother and mine's life. But as I developed mental health issues and became a difficult child, he did not cope well with that, and he kind of like pieced out for a bit. So I don't think that's a very great example, because in my greatest time of need, I would have appreciated if he
This
stuck by my
wasn't
mom
as
and
fun as I thought. I think I'm going to just end stream now. No one's watching anyways. Okay. Have a good one. See you later. Thank you for watching.